Hi, this is eBay's Toolboy, and I'm talking to you today about the P102 battery, and it's surprisingly easy to kill. This is one that I've accidentally killed. It's a brand new battery, charged it one time, discharged it on my tester, and then left a P150 plugged into it overnight by mistake. The next thing I know, in the morning, the battery is dead. If I take out my meter and put it on here, you can see that we're getting 100 millivolts or thereabouts. Nothing near the 18 volts that it needs to be in order to be operational. The good thing is extremely easy to fix these. Let me just demonstrate on the charger. This charger is hot. If I plug it in, what happens is it blinks red, and if we wait long enough, and by long enough I mean about 10 minutes, the red light will stop flashing and it'll just stay solid red. If I put this, I've also tested this in a P117 charger, which behaves the same way, and I tested it in a P114 charger, and that behaves a little differently. When I put it in there, the red light flashes like you see. Then the next thing you know, it looks like it's charging it. The green light flashes with the red light solid, and after about 5 or 6 seconds, the green light glows solid, as if to indicate that it was fully charged, which of course it's not. This thing is dead. It's not working at all. Again, it's not all that difficult to fix. All you really need are a couple of simple tools. You need a knife or a sharp implement that you can pry out the tamper-evident plug with. You need 3 jumper wires. I've picked red, black, and yellow as my colors. You need a T10 security bit. I've got mine in my Ryobi power drill here. And you need to have a P118 charger. You can also use one of the other ones, but it has to be one that's it doesn't actually have to probably even be one for lithium ion. You just need to have a Ryobi 18 volt charger. So to do this procedure, what you want to do first of all is pry out this tamper evident plug. And let me warn you that the minute you do, it's going to be clear that you tampered with the battery and it will void the warranty. So if there's any way you can get this repaired under warranty, that's the first thing you ought to do, and don't try this procedure. But if you're giving up on the warranty, you can first of all pry out that little plug. I'm just using my pocket knife with a sharp edge, and that plug comes right out. That exposes the screw underneath, and now I can use my power drill to remove each of the screws. Set those aside. There's one up in the top of the stem also. It doesn't take long at all, and what you'll find then is that the top just sort of lifts right off. Sometimes the battery up here stays stuck, and you can use your knife to help pry that out a little bit. So I just put it in there, turned it sideways, and it pries the stem out. So there's the internal workings of the battery. Alright? The really things that you need to know is that that's the negative terminal and that's the positive terminal. Again, I can measure the voltage across the whole pack. It's now showing about 5 volts across the pack. I could measure the voltage across each individual cell if I wanted to, and it looks like 1 volt is about where they are. Yeah, 0.99 and so on. They're probably, if there's 5 cells, they're probably all about 1 volt. What I really need to do is raise that voltage to about 12 volts in order for the pack to be recognized by the charger. The charger is really doing its job. It's trying not to charge something that's out of range, which could cause fire or explosion or something else. The problem in my mind is with this circuit board here. It doesn't even give those batteries a chance. With the lower voltage, it should at least try with a couple of milliamps to see if they'll take a charge, but it doesn't. So the way to fix this is we're going to fool this charger into thinking it's a NiCad pack, strap it up there, raise the voltage high enough that it will be charged, and then we can just use the charger as we normally would. So what I'm going to do, if you'll look carefully at your charger, you'll see there's a terminal marked negative, there's one marked positive, and there's one that's not marked. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my alligator clips there on the positive one, the black one on the one that's marked negative. Sometimes easier said than done. Make sure they're not touching at the other end, and put my yellow one on the one in between. Butterfingers. Alright. So there we are. They're all connected now. Now I'm going to come down here to my battery, and what I'm going to do, make sure these don't touch each other. It is still a working charger here. And what we want to do is attach the red one over here to the positive, like that. And then what I'm going to do over here is take turns tapping both of these alligator clicks. Let's see if I see a glare down there. See if I can get it so it doesn't show quite so much of the glare. I'm going to try tapping these two to the negative terminal down here at the opposite corner simultaneously. What you'll see is that the charger will flash a little bit red, then it'll flash green. So let's try it. Flashing red, and give it a couple seconds. Now flashing green, and then it slows solid green as if it's fully charged. Let go. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it 5 times. Red, green, done. Red, flashing green, all done. That's 3. Red, flashing green, done. And 5th time, red, flashing green, done. Now just to see what's happened here over on the pack, let's see what the voltage is on the pack now. There's my minus, there's my plus. We're now at 13 volts. Can you see that on the meter? That's a high enough voltage that I'm pretty sure the charger will now work. So let's just rip these back off. I'm just going to press the lid back on without screwing it in place for now. Put it in my charger, and now you see it flashing red, flashing green like it's charging it. This battery is going to accept the charge, and it's going to work perfectly from here on out, because all we had to do was raise the voltage on the cells inside. But to complete the job, we'll go ahead and put the screws back in. So here we go. And you could always do this later. Once I've let the charger charge it like I did for a few seconds, that voltage is not going to drop. It's now back up in the good range. And here goes the 5th one. That's the last screw. And I could pop the tamper-evident plug in there, but if you look carefully at it, it's clear that it's been tampered with, so there's no reason to bother. Plug it in, and again, it's looking like it's charging. It is charging, and in about a half an hour this is going to be at a full charge and ready to go. That's all there is to it.